What up, YTPC? So today I'm doing my first video dedicated to a tobacco review, and this one is a good one. I am reviewing Presbyterian Mixture, one of the classic tobacco blends that are still out there and still in production. So yeah, let's get started. I'm smoking the Presbyterian in my new Rossi. This is actually my third bowl of the stuff, so this is going to be a fairly seasoned review because I've already opened it. I've already smoked 2 bowls, and this is my third, and I'll kind of give my rundown of it and what I think. Let's get started. Yep, so far, same as always, you know. Good smoke each time. It's getting better with the plume. We'll get to that in a second, but first I want to read off. I went to tobaccoreviews.com and printed out the story and the general reviews of what the community thinks of the mixture. Oh, this was quite interesting. The tobacco originally had no name. It was blended before the First World War, especially for the Very Reverend Dr. John White, sometime minister of the Barony Kirk in Glasgow and moderator of the General Assembly in Scotland in 1929. He introduced it to Stanley Baldwin, later Earl Baldwin, Prime Minister in 1923, 24, and 35. He liked it so much that regular supplies were sent down, and he suggested it be called the Presbyterian Mixture, because what I'm assuming, Dr. John White was a Presbyterian minister. The following quote from the blender's catalog says, extraordinarily soft blend of finest Virginia grades, U.S. Virginia grades, and a number of selected Latakia leaf tips. Ideal mixture also for beginners with English tobaccos. I would agree there. Originally blended for mass market by William P. Salmon, whose recipe it still follows. This is still the original recipe from pre-World War I. And the community reviews, hold on, let me light this again. Oh man. The community reviews give it a 3.2 overall score with 224 reviews. Strength, mild to medium. Taste, medium, which disagree with. And room note, pleasant to tolerable. So let's do some compare and contrasting now with these community general reviews and mine. Strength, medium. To me, it's a light smoke. I would go light, between light and medium, because this is not a strong smoke at all. Flavoring, none detected. That is exactly correct. This has no flavor. And now let's get to taste, medium. That to me is a bold-faced lie. This Presbyterian mixture has no taste, has no flavor. When I inhale, right here, I feel the smoke in my mouth, but I taste nothing. I don't taste tobacco. I don't taste, it's just like, you know, what's in my mouth. So it has no taste, in my opinion. I don't know where this medium comes from. Room note, pleasant to tolerable. I would go pleasant. The one thing that stands out about this Presbyterian mixture is its room note is quite nice for just being a standard English tobacco. I mean, it's good. What renews it for me and allows me to continue to smoke it is the smell, the room note, that, like, right here. When I exhale and then it goes up into my nose and smell it, that's where my enjoyment from this tobacco comes from. Not in the taste, not in the flavoring, because it has none of either, in my opinion. And I'm not crazy, because when I first opened the tin up and tried it, I gave, I was like, man, I don't taste anything. And my brother-in-law was down, at the house chilling with us. And he's like, well, let me try it. And so he gave it a few puffs. I'm just getting him into pipe smoking. He's a brand newbie. I gave him a couple pipes and whatnot. And he's like, yeah, I don't taste anything either. It's like, it's nothing. I'm like, yeah, it's the weirdest tobacco I've ever had in my life. It's the first tobacco I've ever tried where I don't taste anything. I don't taste tobacco. I don't taste spices. I don't taste flavorings. I mean, it's generally, I feel the smoke in my mouth, but I get nothing from it. It is literally the room note and the smell that makes this tobacco enjoyable. I could be wrong. I could be, y'all probably consider me a lunatic because this is a honored blend, but that's my tobacco review. And I think what makes YTPC awesome is, and seeing the different reviews and the different takes on the different reviews, is everyone has different tastes. So the more reviews you watch, especially the more with varying degrees of personal takes on it, the more well-rounded of a idea you'll have for the blend. But yeah, because I watched some tobacco reviews on this tobacco and they said it tasted great, and I don't see where that's coming from because I don't taste anything. But anyway, there's my rant for taste. And there's a few more things I wanted to show y'all about this Presbyterian. If you can see it right here. I mean, it's a standard English mixture, but the one, tin note, wonderful. Okay, so here's something. You smell it, it kind of reminds me of a milder Durbar when I'm smelling the tin. And I really get this spicy Orientals when I'm smelling it. But, it doesn't show up at all in the mouth, for taste. It's just weird. But tin note's wonderful. Room note is what makes this blend good. So if you're smoking with the group in a mantle, yeah, this is the tin to smoke. But if you're just smoking on your own, I don't think I'd do it. Oh, and something else, this tin, and if you notice in the tin, it doesn't have a casing in there. That's because Presbyterian, the plastic came wrapped in plastic, in a little plastic baggie and stuffed in the tin. And again, me with tobacco and plastics and the Texas heat, that's not my thing. So I took the whole baggie out and dumped the tobacco straight into the tin, and now it's sitting in the tin. Unlike the Dunhills, which use the paper wrappings, this actually came in a clear plastic wrapping, the tobacco, and I'm not a fan of that, so I just removed it. And another thing is, for being a non-aromatic, it came a little moist. The tobacco was fairly moist. Yep, so my phone stopped recording again in just the middle of the video, so sorry about that. I have to do another transition, but anyways, yeah, so the tobacco's a little moist right out the bag. It's not at the point. You probably need to let it air out for a few hours before trying to smoke it if you open it straight up when you get it. My advice is this is probably a blend to let cellar for a few years before smoking. But in general, if you're in a group setting and smoking, you're on a mantle, this is a good blend to smoke because of the great room note and the smell. But if you're just sitting around by yourself, and I mean, there's no taste. I don't taste anything, and this will not be a solo smoke for me most days. So yeah, just that's my tobacco review. So just letting you know. So I hope y'all liked it, and if there's anything I missed, anything y'all want to see in future tobacco reviews, just leave a comment below. Send me a message. It doesn't matter, and I'll be sure to get it on my next tobacco review. And oh yeah, and thank y'all just for being awesome. I'm a brand new YouTuber, and I now have to start getting ready for my 100 sub giveaway. It's coming up pretty quick, and I'm like, oh my gosh, so I'm going to be working on that too. So in general, thank y'all all for just being awesome, and this is an amazing community, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. So anyways, God bless and pleasant smokes.